Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's session. This is our first session in this unit, Install Computer Software, and I'm glad to have all of you. And I believe we will know each other as we continue learning more. I will be your trainer in this unit, and my names are Evelyn Ochoto. Welcome all. So, what does this unit entail? How does this unit look like? This unit is going to cover the competencies required to perform computer software installation work. So entirely this unit is just covering computer software installation work. That's what we are going to cover in this new unit. Installation activities include identification of software to be installed, actual installation of the softwares, software configuration. We'll do software configuration, software functionality tests, software maintenance, and the user requirements. That means we are going to start from, first of all, identifying various types of softwares we have. Then we are going to do actual installation of that software into our system, as an example. Then we are going to configure. After installation, we are going to configure this software, then test its functionality, if it's working proper, then do software maintenance and the user training. Maintenance is done after the testing to see if it's running well. Then we also need user training at the end of it, in case there are users who don't know how to go around or make use of the software. We need to do the training for the software to be able to perform well, for people to be able to use the software well in our various workplaces or organizations. This unit is going to cover a total of 6 learning outcomes. That is identification of software to be installed, install the software itself, we configure the software, test the software functionality, perform user training, and perform software maintenance. That's the total of the 6 learning outcomes that this unit is going to cover. Then we go to the range. The range, this is a section. This section provides work environment and the conditions to which the performance criteria apply. These are the various aspects which will be assessed at your workplace, where this specific unit is going to apply. It allows for different work environment and situations that will affect performance. This is what will going to affect the performance of your work. It can either be independent or dependent. So we have a total of 5. That is software acquisition methods, software specifications, software parameters, user training manuals, user upgrades, and the module patches. We go to the required knowledge and understanding. What is the knowledge and understanding that is required in this unit? Which knowledge are you supposed to acquire and understanding? We have 9. It's categorized into 9 areas. That's operating systems. You need to have a knowledge of operating systems, the types of operating systems that we have. You need to have knowledge on software installation, legal requirements, types of software installation, types of software testing, software installation techniques, software upgrading and patching, software acquisition methods, and software maintenance procedures. Then we have the foundation skills of the unit. As a learner, you need to demonstrate the following foundation skills. You need to demonstrate your communication skills. You need to be good in verbal and written communication, troubleshooting skills, problem solving, decision making, planning, and report writing. That is a total of the skills which you need to demonstrate in this unit. We go to the critical aspect of competence. This is where you will be assessed as a learner. And assessment requires evidence that the candidate can classify the software according to the functionality. You as a candidate, you'll be able to classify the software according to the functionality, resource requirement and use. You'll be required to establish software acquisition methods as per the functionality. You'll be required to configure software as per the installation manual provided. You'll be required to perform software testing and prepare user training manuals according to software functionality. And these are the methods of assessment. You will be assessed through observation with the help of a checklist, practical demonstrations, oral questioning, and the marks will be distributed in the following ways. We have categorized into two. We have continuous assessment tests and a final examination. Continuous assessment tests, there are two, totaling to 100%, and the final exam is out of 100. The average of the final exams and the continuous assessment tests will give you your final grade for this unit. Let's take a quick look into our first topic, which is identification of software, identification of softwares. And identification of softwares is divided. It has three subtopics. The first one is softwares are classified according to the functionality, resource requirement, and use. Second subtopic is the criteria for selection of software. It's identified based on user requirement and functionality. Third, appropriate software acquisition methods are established as per the functionality. Let's go to our first subtopic. That is, software are classified according to the functionality, resource requirements, and use. First of all, what comes to your mind when we talk about classification of softwares? What's classification of softwares? Classification of software is when you are categorizing different softwares into putting them into different categories. Putting them into different categories where they belong. Okay, software classification is essential for understanding its purpose. We do this to understand because different softwares, they serve different purposes. They require different resource needs and the suitability for specific tasks. Let's take a breakdown into this subtopic and to our first classification, which is functionality. Software is often categorized based on the tasks it performs. For instance, productivity software includes word processors, spreadsheets, and presentations. Our second one is the resource requirement. And under it, software may require different levels of system resources to function optimally. Some softwares like graphic-intensive video games or professional design software demand powerful hardware configurations. Others, such as basic office productivity tools or web browsers, can run on modest hardware specification. And our last classification is the use. Softwares can be classified on its intended audience or use case. Educational software targets students and educators, facilitating learning and instruction. Enterprise software aids businesses in managing operations, finances, and communication. Entertainment software provides leisure activities, including gaming and multimedia. That's all we had for today, and we have come to the end of the session. Next, we are going to cover software selection, and I urge you all to go and do a research on software selection. Thank you.